Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I am back home. I am tired, but my heart is full. Let me say to everybody who came out and was part of the Joe Boo Sports taking over Section 315 of FedEx Field, the toxic waste dump that joined us for our tailgate and partied with us and everything and watched the Dallas Cowboys win the NFC East. Thank you. It was worth all of the work that we put into it. And I'll be honest with you, I am exhausted. And I'm going to do my fireside chat and I'm going to go to bed. But I'll come back. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about Josh Allen when I do my fireside chat. But I want to, Philly 500 is literally walking around with his tail between his legs. His ass balls, I think, are tucked right now. And he's not feeling good about himself or his team. And he said, you may want to go ahead and do plenty of content on me, he said, because I melted down. And I guess, when you take a beating like that, Philly 500, I want to say, you're getting clowned by a guy who was wearing a tutu. If you want to know what your problem is, Philly, I'm telling you, it makes no sense with the talent that you have on your team, where you were last year and how you played, for you to be 10-1 and finish the season up. 11-6. You had a stranglehold on the NFC playoff picture, and now you are going to be on the road as the 5th seed. The only thing that would be more insulting to you guys would be that you have to play on Monday night like we did last year. But you have now released the Kraken that is Cop Pizzle, and you have given him reason to be happy this offseason, where he's already saying the New York Giants are undefeated, that in 2024, and that this is literally the beginning of something big. The team ain't got a quarterback. They ain't got a quarterback or anything. And they are punking you, Philly. Now, I'm too tired to even listen to Philly 500 meltdown as much as I would love it. But I'm just wanting to see what Seth Joyner has to say about this team, because from the time they lost from San Francisco and then lost to us, they have been killing this team. And, Mike Meneselli, he's like, oh, it's no big deal. All we got to do is win the last 3 and we get the number 2 seed, And Seth Joyner said, really? He said, I'm not sure that we beat the Cardinals. And I guess he was foreshadowing, because they also didn't beat the damn Giants. I haven't watched this, but I know, just looking at Seth Joyner right here, he looks like he's ready to go off. I just want to listen to a little bit before I go out and do my fireside chat.
Was an embarrassing display of football, maybe the understatement of the year. The Philadelphia Eagles came out today in a game where they at least had to look respectable for a couple of reasons: to gain back some confidence, or even to possibly win the game, to just keep extending their chances to get a higher seed in the playoffs, which are coming up next week. Instead,
playoffs,
they landed with a thud. This is the Pile of Hockey Eagles postgame show. I'm Mike Missinelli. We have Seth Joyner and Mark Forzetta with us. Guys, this is not just a game. This is an examination now of a team that is completely disintegrated and now has to go into the playoffs and possibly lose to a team that we never possibly thought they could lose to, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that's the way it's going to be. They're going to go in as the 5th seed after what happened today. Now, the chances they were going to get a better seed were slim. But here's the big thing about today, boys. The coaching staff was unable to get this team to a level where they even competed. They didn't compete, and they had a lot at stake to compete. And I don't know if this is a totally broken situation or not. I don't know whether the coach's job is in jeopardy. I don't know if they have a chance in hell to win a playoff game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week. So what say you guys? Seth?
They have no chance. No chance whatsoever.
I love it.
And I'm never one to like advocate for anybody losing their job, but I think I think Howie and Jeffrey got to sit down and take a hard look at this thing because this football team flat out laid down today. They
Wow.
flat out just had no, you know, they had no desire to play. And when you see that, that's a result of the players not hearing the head coach's voice any longer.
Mm.
All the stuff that we heard, all the stuff going into this, and all of the, AJ finally spoke, and you know, that entire speech probably could have saved the season. Man, BS. Okay, this team has been flawed. This team has been a fraud all season long, and today was just the icing on the cake. Now it didn't mean anything for you to win this game because it's pretty darn apparent that the Cowboys wasn't going to lose to the Commanders. You blew any chance at the division and the um, number 2 seed. Over the previous 2 weeks. But to just go up to the Giants and allow, that team to do what they did to this defense and to this offense, you know, in a game like this, they have no chance in hell of going to Tampa Bay and beating Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay is not a great team, but they're good enough because the Eagles can't stop the run. And they're good enough because they've got some weapons with our receivers. They're good enough because Todd Bowles is going to bring pressure the same way the last 3 defensive coordinators have, and the Eagles have no answer for it. They're stuck on stupid, to be honest with you, because they keep doing the same damn thing over and over, expecting that they're going to figure it out. No slight adjustments, no hot routes against blitzes. So teams, if they don't have success running the ball on first down, they come after them on second down and get Jalen on the move and having to scramble to his left and throw the ball away.
I love
So,
it.
maybe San Francisco was right. We got the game plan. Here's the game plan. San Francisco didn't necessarily, blitz them to death because they had enough pass rush to actually get to Jalen and move him off his spot. But they certainly have enough other teams, certainly these other teams with these grade A top flight defensive coordinators that know how to dial up blitzes and how to get a guy free. You know, that's the recipe for beating them. And if they don't make a change, it's just going to be more of it. So I'm not in the least little bit hopeful. I'm packing up my place here because after next Sunday, and I do my TV show on Tuesday to wrap the season, I'm getting the hell out of here because they're done. There's no way in hell they're winning the game next week. No way.
Marcy, let me bring you in here because listen, when you introduced the concept of okay, we really don't have a chance to get a higher seed, so what are we playing for anyway? That's one thing. But when you've lost 4 of 5 games, it is so important for you guys to get some kind of a semblance of continuity in your offense and defense. And that's the thing that was most disturbing about this. They were unwilling to compete. They almost, like, if I didn't know better, these guys have already quit on a season that's still going on.
Yeah. In a game where they still, and not that the Commanders obviously made it close for an entire game, but they kept it close there for a minute. The Eagles
we
play
kept it close.
Today was play from a team that was begging for a head coaching regime change. And I believe that the problem is far beyond that. I don't think this is just a problem with Nick Sirianni or Brian Johnson or Matt Patricia or Sean Desai. This is an organizational problem where I feel like everyone is a cook in the kitchen, and there are far too many of those right now for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you look at teams that have quit on their head coach. This just looked like an entire team quitting on this entire coaching staff and really the entire organization. The report before the game was that Nick Sirianni's message to this Eagles team was go out there and win this game. This is a game we want to win. There's still a chance we have a shot at the division here. We don't know what could happen in Landover, Maryland, but we can only take care of what we need to take care of. Even if we don't win this game, we need to show that we're on the same page going into the postseason with some semblance of hope that we could get it all together. And that's how you came out? A.J. Brown does the talk of the season supposedly at his locker, and that's how you came out? This was astonishingly embarrassing. And, as people are noticing, we're not down at Ocean right now. We're at our home studio, so we had to come back during the game. But I'm listening to Merrill and Mike do it, and it's been a minute since I've heard them. They were crushing this team. Merrill Reese was talking about how this team is being, the Eagles are being barber. That's what they were talking about on the radio. That you wouldn't know who the 5-11 team is and who the 11-5 team is in this game. Utterly embarrassing. And this.
Well, I guess it's safe to say that we can say goodbye to any Eagle fans, that they are done. We got plenty of time to kill the Eagles and so on. And tomorrow I will rewatch the game. When you're in the stadium, you don't even see the scores flash up at FedEx Field. It was so crazy because they used to put like signs, to direct you to the different lots and stuff. They didn't even put the signs. They didn't even check your bags. It was just kind of like, look, you're going to a funeral. Just just have your way with us and just get it over with. So, yeah, it's bad at Philly land. It's bad when Philly 500 is literally texting me like it's just over. We're just ass. So, yeah, I don't want to gloat. I want to try and take the high road and be the better sports person here. Winning the division is big. But we got bigger fish to fry. We got to take this game, where we won 35-10, a little bit closer than last time. It was 42-10. We got to take this and get it into some momentum against the Green Bay Packers starting next week. And like I said, Eagle fans, sorry, you just peaked too soon, man. You peaked too soon. The Kelly Greens got you and all that. And we're just going to leave it at that. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Disrespected yet? Does this defense have any heart?
No, they suck. I've been telling you all season, Philly.
Shit on you. They've shit on you. Don't you hear me? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, they shit on you. They've shit on you. They have shit on you. Don't you hear me? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, they shit on you. Kill them.
Oh my goodness.